Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the channel. Thank you for clicking on the video. And today I got something special for you guys, man. Hip hop has turned 50, bro. Hip hop has turned 50, or it is turning 50. I don't know what the birth date is. And I just want to do something special, man. I wanted to kick it with y'all. I just want to talk to y'all, you know what I'm saying? We're going to share some stories. We're going to go through some records, you know what I'm saying? I'm just show y'all some of my favorite albums, you feel me? And I do got a little surprise. You probably already saw it in the thumbnail, but I do got a little surprise at the end of the video, but we gonna save that. But anyway, before we even get into it, man, I'm just appreciative for y'all being here, man. Anybody watching this, thank you for coming by, man. Anybody listening, I appreciate you being here. Absolutely appreciate it. And you know, by the end of the video, if you want to like, comment, subscribe, that I'd be more than grateful. But we ain't gotta worry about all that right now. We can just get into it, man. Let's just get into it, bro. Hip hop is 50, man. That's crazy to me, man. That's crazy. Coming up, my parents didn't listen to rap. You know, my parents didn't they didn't play it in the house. They didn't play it in the car. Like, rap wasn't really on my radar like that until I started going to school. All my parents played was old school R&B, a lot of gospel music, a lot of, you know, I didn't really have an exposure to rap music until I started going to school. And then, you know, when I went to school, you know, it was at the dances, or it was whenever I was hanging out with the homies, like, they would just play whatever was popping. I wouldn't really connect with it much. You know, I wasn't one of the kids that was in the hip hop culture that deep coming up. It wasn't something that was ingrained in me early. I was kind of a weird kid. I had a little bit of an issue making friends back in school. I didn't know how to do it. You know, I didn't really know how to do it. I didn't really have social skills. And I love my folks, but my parents never really taught me how to express myself. They never really taught me how to get in tune with the things that I was into and the things that I liked and how to express that. They didn't really teach that. You know, getting into middle school though, that's when I started to dibble and dabble into some of this rap stuff. And from there, it just kind of took off from there, you know what I mean? I started to learn more about my culture. I started to learn more about, you know, people that look like me and the people that, you know, that they listen to and the people that they like and the people that, you know, influence them and inspire them. And I started to find my own little avenues and my own little people that are involved, not just in hip hop, but just involved in the culture in general. You know, middle school, I started getting into hip hop and it started influencing the way I started to dress. I really started to get into Lil Wayne. I really started to get into Eminem. It wasn't much though. It wasn't much. I was mostly just kind of rotating with the radio. Whatever was popping with the radio, whatever was popping on the music video channels. You know, I was heavy on BET, MTV, VH1, Fuse. I was watching all of it, man. I was watching all the music videos. And yeah, I was just plugged into what was popping. It wasn't really until about 10th grade, I would say, about 10th or 11th grade, when I started to just say, okay, all that stuff that's popping and popular and commercially accessible and all that stuff, all that shit is cool, but it started to bore me a little bit. I started to really, you know, do my exploring and do my due diligence to find other artists that weren't as commercially successful, that weren't as popular as the biggest dudes, but they said something to me and they did something for me. And to me, that's what hip hop is all about, you know? I know it seems like it's shifted a little bit. It seems like it's shifted now, man. But anyway, we're not here to, you know, do the whole inspirational speech thing. You know, I didn't write anything down. I just wanted to give a little bit of a history of, you know, how I got into it. You know what I mean? I'm a huge music nerd. I'm not as plugged into rap these days as I used to be. You know, a lot of the new guys, I'm just not into them. I feel like a lot of them are saying the same shit. I feel like a lot of them are rapping the same way over the same kind of beats. And, you know, it seems like we're reverting back to the bullshit of like the early 2010s. Like, I feel like shit changed for the better around like 18, 19, 20. You know, I feel like things changed for the better, but over these past couple years, it feels like we're back to, you know, oh, I'm rich and you suck because you ain't rich. I don't want to hear shit like that. Like, I just don't. I don't want to, not all day, you know what I mean? Not for a whole album, you know? And not for artist after artist after artist. That kind of braggadocious rap, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? It's cool for a little bit, but when it seems like the majority of these new popular niggas are doing it, it's just like, I don't have no interest in it, man. I'd rather just listen to my oldies, but what's crazy is my oldies ain't even that old. You'll see. But anyway, I got some records here, you know what I'm saying? And we're not gonna spend all day talking about them. I just wanna show y'all a couple of the albums that mean a lot to me. Some of my favorite hip hop records that I have on vinyl. Earl Sweatshirt, some rap songs. I actually just heard this recently. Maybe a couple years ago now. It might have been 2 years. And had to pick this joint up. This album is incredible to me. I really love the way Earl raps. I know some people find Earl a little hard to get into. The disc ain't nothing crazy. It's the classic black vinyl, which I'm never mad at. I'm never mad at the classic black vinyl, but I love Earl Sweatshirt. I really gotten into Earl. He's become one of my favorite artists now. Like, I just love how he raps. He's so different and he's so personal, but in a sense where it's kind of standoffish. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't give you every in and out of his life, but he's never just talking about nothing. You know what I mean? Like, he's never just rapping about some bullshit. It's always got some substance to it. I've walked away from all of his albums with something powerful, something impactful, something thought-provoking. And this is probably my favorite album of his. But I did love his release from last year. I loved Sick. I thought Sick was a great project. One of my favorite albums of last year. Oh my God. I mean, you can't have a vinyl collection and not have fucking To Pimp a Butterfly, bruh. This album is crazy. I've studied this album. I probably could write an essay on this. Real talk. Like, every song, I've listened to every song with the tell me if y'all have done this, with the Rap Genius up on my phone, like reading the lyrics and then stopping it and being like, okay, what do you mean when he say that? Oh, damn, what do you mean when he say that? Oh, damn, he said this, that mean like 4 different things. Oh my God. But yeah, you can't have a vinyl collection and not have fucking To Pimp a Butterfly. It's one of the best albums ever released. Oh, okay. Kids See Ghosts. Man. I love this album. I know Kanye ain't everybody's best friend, but I don't know. I feel like the music can't be denied, though. You know what I mean? Regardless of whatever the person is doing, the music, bro, the music. Kanye West will always be one of my favorite artists. You know what I mean? He ain't got to be my favorite person. You know, I don't love everything that comes out his mouth. Pause. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the shit he says is stupid as fuck. And I wish that he would just put his fucking phone down. I wish the people around him would just get him to sit down and stop talking. You know what I mean? Because every time he talks, he says something stupid. But as far as the music, you can't deny it. And Kid Cudi, man, his inclusion just brings it together, man. They're two halves of a whole that make incredible music. Every time they link, it's amazing. And, you know, the boy had to get the translucent pink vinyl. I'm not going to show y'all every vinyl, but, bruh. Come on, man. That's just beautiful. And when it's on the turntable spinning, oh my goodness, it's perfection. It's perfection. Okay, we got Logic. The Incredible True Story. Another artist that not everybody's best friend, you know what I'm saying? But less because of, you know, personality and stuff like that, and more just because a lot of people just aren't into his music like that. But I love the dude. And I've been a huge fan of him. I don't like his recent work much, but this is one of my first records, actually. This was probably like my 4th record I bought on vinyl. My To Pimp a Butterfly was probably my 2nd. I love this album. I remember where I was when I heard this. My girlfriend at the time, you know, this was way back. This was in 2015. I think we had just graduated. You know what I'm saying? We had just graduated. And I would slide to her house every now and again. But in the morning time, though, like, you know, she was asleep and all that shit. And I just woke up and I was like, oh, shit, that new Logic dropped. And I remember I heard Under Pressure. I heard the Young Sinatra mixtapes and I loved them. And I was like, bro, I gotta listen to this album. I went outside. I had a 2005 Nissan Sentra. It was blue. And I was sitting in my parents' driveway because I was still at my mama's house. And I was sitting on the trunk of the car with my headphones in, just letting the album rock. And I was blown away. I was blown away. The music was incredible. The rhymes are incredible. The skits are kind of corny, you know what I mean? Like, and that's something, unfortunately, that has followed Logic throughout his career, but the music couldn't be denied. The music on here is beautiful. If you haven't heard it, please. The Incredible True Story by Logic. At least give this one a shot. At least give this one a shot. All right, bet. Who next? Oh, man. R.I.P. 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 This dude was different, man. This dude was different. He was doing it different, and he was doing for his community what a lot of motherfuckers have not been able to do for their community. Not for lack of trying. It's just that Nipsey had the focus. He had the drive. He had the mind. You know what I'm saying? Ultra intelligent dude. Put out a beautiful album, bro. Wasn't the biggest fan of the... Look at that. You can't cap on that. Wasn't the biggest fan of this album when I first heard it. But over the years, man, it's just become one of my favorites. It's a great rap record. And, you know, I don't know if I'd go as far as to say it's a classic. I wouldn't go that far, but he was definitely an icon, and he will be missed. R.I.P. to Nip, and shout out to all his family and friends and everybody that love him. Big Sam, Lauren, I'm blanking on her name right now. It's early, but yeah, R.I.P. to Nipsey, bro. R.I.P. to Nipsey. Oh, here we go. Get some females in here. Rhapsody, man. Rhapsody. Eve. Now, I know most people that listen to Rhapsody will probably say Layla's Wisdom is the way to go. And I wouldn't cap on that. I feel like that album's amazing, and I also have it on the record. It's on the shelf, but I think I love this one more. I just love the vibe. I love how dope it is. And dope little story, when I ordered this, they said they were out of the colored records. They were out of the colored vinyl. So I was like, I guess I just got to get the classic black, which I'm never mad at the classic black. But when it delivered, I was very surprised to see they gave me the colored one. Like, man, that's just beautiful. When it's spinning on the record, oh my God. I could sit and just stare at it spinning on the record all day. It's beautiful. But yeah, this is a beautiful record. Rhapsody is an awesome rapper. I feel like she don't get nearly as much credit as she deserves. This album is beautiful. So if you want to check it out, I highly, highly recommend it. Rhapsody, Eve. Check this out. All right. Ooh, here we go. Run the Jewels. Run them. Run the Jewels 4. This is their most recent record as a duo. And if you don't know, this is the rap duo Killer Mike, who is that nigga right there, and LP, that motherfucker on the car, hanging out the window with the shotgun. I love Run the Jewels, man. If you don't know anything about them, it's basically just raw, hard, experimental rap beats and fucking relentless bars. Just bars. If you one of those rap fans that just want to hear motherfuckers spit, you can't go wrong, bro. And the magenta vinyl, bro. All right, oh man. Back to the RIPs, man. Back to the RIPs. We got Mac Miller, Swimming in Circles box set. If you don't know anything about Mac Miller, you should go ahead and do your research. But Mac Miller, Philadelphia rapper. These are two of the most important records to my life, man. I'll tell y'all a story real quick. I'm not going to open up this whole thing, but it's a whole box set. It's a deluxe edition. It comes with 2 albums. I was listening to Circles. Or actually, I got two stories. All right, we're going to go through them quick. So Swimming came out in 2018, right? That was the last album that he dropped while he was alive. And I heard the album. I thought it was great. I was listening to the album one night, and I listened to the whole thing, and I was like, damn, this album's great. That very next morning is when I found out he passed away. That was the most eeriest feeling I've probably had in my life. I think that was probably the most strange feeling I've ever had, because it was like, bro, I literally, you know how people will say, damn, when this person died, I was just listening to, or I was just watching. No, literally, I was just listening to the album he just dropped the night before. So that was surreal. That was super surreal. And I miss Mac, and I miss Mac Miller so much, even though I never met the dude. You know, it's crazy to miss people you never met. Every time, I can't listen to Circles really. I can't listen to Circles all the way through because every time I get to like track 4, track 5, I just start crying my eyes out, man. I can't help it. You know, I just can't listen to it, man. But I love it though. I love it though. I love the songs. I love his music. And RIP to Mac Miller. I know he's up somewhere better. And, you know, big ups to his family for keeping his legacy alive. And yeah, Mac, we'll see you again someday, bro. We'll see you again someday. All right, let's lighten the mood up. Let's lighten the mood up. Tyler, the Creator, Flower Boy. This album's incredible. This album's incredible, man. It's absolutely incredible. Now, personally, I think I just have the black. Yeah, I just got the classic black. But personally, right? Oh my God, this is a horrible sleeve. I gotta replace these sleeves. Personally, right? I would say Igor is probably my favorite album of Tyler, the Creator's over this one, but this is still like absolutely incredible. And it started this incredible run that he's on right now with Flower Boy, Igor, Call Me If You Get Lost. The run is crazy, dog. And this album is very personal. It's very, you know, it's stripped back in terms of his presence on the album. You know, Tyler has talked about when he was recording this, he was basically just like, you know, if I didn't have anything more to say on a verse or on a song, I didn't write anything else. You know what I mean? I would just, if I said everything else I needed to say, I would just pull back. I wouldn't try to force anything else out. I would say exactly what was intended and exactly what needs to be said, and just move on to the next track. And I think that was a beautiful way to construct this album. It flows so well. Every moment is killer. There's no filler. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, let's get evil a little bit. Death Grips, The Money Store. Hopefully YouTube don't trip out on me because of that album cover. I didn't make the album cover, y'all. Chill out on me. But yeah, bro. Listen, experimental hip hop. I suggest dipping into some other vibes and dipping into some other sections that you don't really have that much experience in, man. It can be scary. But hey, look, this album's incredible, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm not gonna tell you what it's about. I'm not gonna tell you what it sounds like. I'm gonna just tell you, if you don't know, maybe you should know. I didn't mean to point. Only a few more here. We're going to get back to one half of them Run the Jewels niggas. LP. Cancer for a Cure. A little more experimental rap rock. A little more experimental hip hop. Not nearly as experimental as Death Grips, but definitely out there. Definitely out there if you're looking for something unique. If you're looking for something that sounds really futuristic. This is a project. This is an album. This isn't a whole bunch of songs. And like all these albums, you know, I'm not one to listen to albums that sound like a playlist. You know, like they just sound like you just recorded a bunch of songs and you threw them on a record. You know what I mean? Nah, I want to hear something that sounds like you walked into the booth, or you picked up your pen and paper, you picked up the notepad on your phone and you said, I want to create a beginning to end experience. And this album is definitely that. Catchy ass hooks, crazy ass beats. It's not too long, you know, it hits you, it gets in, it hits you, it's urgent, and it's fire. It's fire, there's no filler, and when it's over, you're just gonna be like, damn, turn that shit back on, man. Turn that shit back on. LP, Cancer for Cure, check that shit out. Oh, this is a special one. Childish Gambino, Because the Internet, holographic edition. This shit's fire, man. I love this album. This is one of my personal favorites. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna argue with somebody whether this album is better than other ones. Like, if you come up to me and be like, is this album better than Doggy Style? I'm not really gonna argue with you that it is. I'm more just gonna be like, this is one of my personal favorites. This is just one of those albums that when I heard it, I couldn't turn it off. I just couldn't turn this shit off. And I know every single word on every single song. I could listen to this any time of the day. It's a beautiful record. I love his storytelling. I love his experimentation, but not in the sense of, you know, LP or Death Grips or Earl Sweatshirt. You know, Childish Gambino is more experimental in the sense that he's gonna approach the music in a way that's familiar, but he's always gonna include something weird, something strange, something off kilter that's gonna separate it, that's gonna make you go, something about this is a little different from the stuff I usually listen to. And I think that kind of shit is fire, but it's still familiar enough. If you're someone that's a big fan of commercial music or, you know, popular music, it's not so off the wall crazy that you're just going to be turned off by it. But at the same time, it's going to have just enough of that weirdness to spark that intrigue and make you want to listen to more, make you want to know more. This album's beautiful. You should listen to it if you haven't. Who next? I'm getting hot, man. I'm getting hot. Who next? Oh, yeah. Y'all sleep on this, man. Big Crit. Big Crit. Forever is a mighty long time. This album is fucking amazing. This album is amazing, man. Big Crit might be one of the most slept on rappers in the whole genre. He, like, literally, man. This dude is incredible. This album is great. Took a while to get my hands on it. It was sold out and there weren't any reprints for a while. But then they brought it back. They brought it back. One side is gold. That shit's beautiful. You feel me? Bruh, the purple. Bruh, you can't front on it. You can't front on it, man. You can't front on the colored vinyl, man. They're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. And this album is gorgeous. You know, it's a double album, double LP. But unlike some of these other double albums, unlike some of these other albums that are 25, 24, 26 tracks and it's just a bunch of the same fucking shit over and over and over again, this man actually made two albums that sound completely different from each other. They have two completely different vibes. The lyrical content is different. One of them, he's on his, you know, braggadocious rap shit. You know what I'm saying? He's just on his hard, like, I just want to make the hard shit. I want to rap my ass off and I want to make shit for the hood, the shit for the streets. But then on the other record, you know what I'm saying? On the other record, he's on his, man, I want to evolve. I want to go on to better things, greener pastures. I want to sing more. I want to make more smooth music. I'm a gospel kid. I grew up in the church. I want to make more, you know, he got a song on here called Keep the Devil Off. And that shit is crazy, man. And if you want to know anything about it, you should listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you about it. You should listen to it. Check this shit out. Big Crit. Forever is a mighty long time. Stop sleeping on this nigga. He's awesome. He's awesome. Don't wait till he gone to start calling him fire. Don't wait till he gone and then listen to his shit and then be like, oh man, everybody slept on Big Crit. No, and damn well, you slept on Big Crit, goddammit. Listen, I know y'all don't like this guy like that, but I don't give a fuck. I do. I love Eminem, man. And this is one of my favorite rap albums of all time. This is one of my favorite albums of all time, just in general. The Marshall Mathers LP. You can't front on it, man. You can't front on it. You can talk shit today. You know, you can talk shit today. I know Marshall has been a big fan of the hibbity-wibbity, dibbity, like, you know, hitting you with 8 million words in a flow and you just sitting there like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about at this point, but you can't front on the old shit. You can't front on the Slim Shady LP. You can't front on the Eminem Show. And you for sure can't front on the Marshall Mathers LP. This is one of the best rap albums ever crafted. Period. The lyrics are fire. The beats, Dr. Dre put his foot deep in this album, man. Deep. And somehow the songs are still catchy. You know what I'm saying? The hooks are still catchy. The vibes and the flows are still infectious. He's saying some crazy shit. And it may not be an album that you want to, you know what I'm saying, ride with the windows down, screaming out the lyrics to all the time. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's just hard though. You can't front on it. It's hard. Another dude that I know people, listen. I know Jaden Smith is a meme. I know. And yeah, the dude says cringy shit, but I love his music though. I'm a huge Jaden fan, and you know what I mean? I think he's a beautiful artist. Come on, man. This is a beautiful album. This is oh my God. Not a classic because simply because it doesn't have the impact, it doesn't have the influence, it didn't have the buzz or the pop when it came out. A lot of people don't know about this album, but the people that do, y'all know what time it is. This album is beautiful, it's gorgeous. I love the storytelling, I love the ambition. Yeah, you can tell he's a big fan of Kanye. You know, he's a big fan of Childish Gambino. He's a big fan of A$AP Rocky, you know, and you can tell. Dog, you can't front on it though. When the music's good, the music's good. And I feel like the music is good, man. The music is good. And last one here. I mean, you know he was going to pop up again, man. You know he was going to pop up again. My nigga Kanye, man. My nigga Kanye. This is my personal favorite album from Kanye West. This is my personal favorite. Now, would I tell you it's his best one? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I feel like the argument could be made for My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I feel like you can make the argument, but this is my personal favorite though. I love this album, except for one song, all right? There's one song on here I'll be happy if I never hear again, and that's Gold Digger. And it's a beautiful song. Listen, Gold Digger is an incredible song. It was a fucking massive hit. Your mama probably know fucking Gold Digger, man. Like, my dad was singing Gold Digger, and I was just like, you don't even listen to rap. What the fuck? I know every word to the song, but it's just that I've heard that song so many times. I'll be so happy if I never hear it again. If I'm just good. I never have to listen to that song again. Every time it comes on, I skip it, dog. Unless I play the album. When I'm in the mood to put the record on, I let it rock. But I've heard that song too much. I've heard that song way too much. I'm good, dog. I'm straight. I understand Kanye the person. He be on his bullshit, and I get it. If you like, man, that nigga be on his bullshit, I don't want nothing to do with it. I ain't mad at you. I ain't gonna tell you, but me though. I don't give a fuck what that nigga say. I'm listening to this shit. This shit is hard, man. And I already bought it. What the fuck I'm gonna do now? What I'm gonna do now? I already bought it. I ain't gonna be like them dumbasses that bought fucking... How you bought Nike products already and then you know what? We not even gonna get it. I'm not even gonna start. But yeah, man, that's just some of the rap records that I personally love. Again, I'm never gonna argue with people that all of these albums are better than all the other albums that you can show me. I know I didn't show The Chronic. I know I didn't show Doggy Style. I know I didn't show Illmatic, which is honestly on the shelf. I know there are so many albums that I didn't show, but it's like, these are my favorite ones. These are my favorite records, and I love them. And there's one that you saw in the thumbnail that I am very excited to have in the collection. And the reason is, this album, for the longest time, you couldn't get in the US. You couldn't get the full record in the US. You could only get half of it for some reason. They did this kind of thing, I guess, where they had volume 1 of this album and then volume 2. So it was just the first half and the second half, which really didn't make much sense to me because the album isn't that long. It's only like 16 joints. But for the longest time, not only could you not find volume 2, but you couldn't find the full complete version of the album either. Like, it was just volume 1, and I was just like, I'm not finna buy one half of one of my favorite albums of all time. And one of the biggest reasons it's one of my favorite albums of all time, rewind back to the beginning of the video when I was talking about getting into rap. This was the first rap album I ever heard in my life. And this artist will always be one of my favorite artists to ever touch a microphone, because even before that guy up there, this was the first album I ever played. This was the first album I ever said, I'm going to play it from track 1 and I'm going to let it rock to the end. This was the first one. And this album is your boy Weezy, baby. The Carter fucking 3. The Carter 3. Get that thumbnail. Get the other one just in case. I'm covering me shit. Hold on. Oh my God. I'm so happy to have this shit. This shit got here yesterday. But you know what I'm saying? I was recording other videos yesterday, and you'll see them. But you know, one of them's already up. By the way, shameless plug. If you're new to the channel, I suggest you check out my most recent video where I just got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 on 4K. And you know, I was just unboxing it, you know, sharing my excitement for having it. Check that out. Also check out my my past lives review. I'll put a thumbnail for that too. Check out my other content, you know what I'm saying? If you feel me, if you like me, check out my other content. If you like this video, you know, we're not done yet, but if you like this video, hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing. And if you want to leave a comment. It don't cost you nothing. And if you like me and you want to see more of me, hit the subscribe button. It don't cost you nothing. All right, I'm done plugging. Lil Wayne, The Carter 3. This album's fucking beautiful. And it's the full version. I told you, I ain't buying no first half. I ain't buying no partial content. I need the whole joint, bro. What's that sticker say? Urban Legends. You damn right. You damn right. Lil Wayne's a legend. This album's a legend. And I'm finna bust this joint open, boy. That's right. Boink. I'm finna bust this joint open, man. That's right. Y'all getting the unboxing. And I'm hot. This hoodie got me hot. But fuck it, we ball. We don't ball. We don't ball. I saved up my pennies for this joint because I wanted the joint. And it was about to be sold out too. I was about to miss out. They only had like 4 copies left. I was like, man, let me go ahead and pull that trigger. Let me go ahead and get that boy. Let me go ahead and get that joint, man. Cause I don't want it to sell out again and then I'll be down bad and then I have to wait. You know what I'm saying? Or worse, have to contemplate giving some asshole on eBay or fucking Marketplace like $90 for some shit. Like, nah, that ain't happening, big dog. That's not happening. I don't know why I like to make that popping noise. I feel like Donkey from Shrek. Yeah, dog. I can't tell y'all how happy I am to have this, man. This is when I first started, bro. Let me tell you something. When I first started collecting vinyl, and you know what? I'll show y'all something real quick. I'll show y'all in a second. Let's just keep opening. Oh yeah, yes. And you know what's crazy? I have all the Carters on CD. But they're all in my mama house. You know, I left my CDs at my mama house because I didn't really have space yet when I moved out. I just moved out I had moved out to an apartment with my roommates, and then I didn't really have that much space. You know what I mean? So I was just like, Mama, let me leave the CDs. You know, let me leave the PS2 games and all this retro shit. Let me just leave all that stuff over here. I left my old record player over there. I was like, let me just leave some of this stuff over here till we get some space. Now I got space. And I ain't went back and got the shit yet, so now I got the space and I ain't gone back and got the shit yet. Boy, she asked me about it too. She was like, when you gonna get this stuff? I'm like, I'm gonna get it. Oh my God, it's got that new record smell too. Woo. Now, I did not get a colored version. I'm pretty sure there was a colored version, like probably some kind of, is there an insert or something? Probably not. Yeah, no insert. That's all Gucci. Listen, I'm here for the music, dog. Listen, all them posters and bells and whistles and stickers and all that shit is beautiful, but I'm here for the music, nigga. Like, at the end of the day, I'm here for the music, bruh. And the music is incredible. I can't tell y'all how excited I am, not just to have this, but I can't wait to put it on the player, man. I can't wait to put it on the player. I'm gonna be blasting that jump. Neighbors probably gonna be like, listen, man, it's Wayne time. It's Wayne time. Y'all just gonna have to find something to do for about an hour till I get ready to. Can I get you back in now? There we go. Bro, oh my God. I can't believe I have this. But story time real quick. I'm gonna put you right there. Story time real quick, bro. My first record player was a shitty booty little ass Crosley something. I'm forgetting the name, but I know exactly what it looks like. And the reason I know exactly what it looks like, I'm about to show you. Why don't you just get up? I'm about to show you. Don't be looking at my knees. The reason I remember the exact color of the record player being this like turquoise is because the very first record I bought with that little shitty booty record player was Billie Eilish's When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? And you're probably like, what the fuck that got to do with turquoise? Well, the disc happened to be the same color. It happened to be The same color. Look, here come all the color enthusiasts. Actually, that's more of a, I don't give a fuck what color it is. It was the same color as the record player. And I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't a sticker on the front that said that or anything. I saw the record player, I liked the color and I wanted it. And I had just listened to this album. It was fucking incredible. Another one of my favorite albums. And I wanted it. And it just happened to be the same color. And I was just like, man, that's crazy, man. That's so crazy. But the point of me bringing that whole thing up is, ever since I bought my first record player, my dream vinyl of getting out of all of these records, and yeah, I love quite a few of these records more than the Carter 3, you know what I mean? Like, out of all of these records that, Bad and some of the ones I showed you here, I may think that they're better records than this, but this has always been my dream to have on record, simply because if it wasn't for this album, I wouldn't be a music nerd. At the very least, I wouldn't be the same one I am today. And I wouldn't want to be a different one than I am today. I love the music nerd that I am today. And I love the person that I am today. And I feel like I wouldn't be the person that I am and the person that I'm becoming if it wasn't for music. And I wouldn't be into music the way I am if it wasn't for Lil Wayne, the Carter 3. It was the first album I ever played. If I ever met Lil Wayne, I would just have to thank him because of this album, I am Andrew. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the person I am because of this album. You know what I mean? And you can think that's, corny or whatever. I don't give a fuck, man. It's the truth. It's the truth. I love this record, and I'm kind of done talking to y'all. I just kind of want to go play it. So, yeah, man, that's what I got for y'all today. Happy 50, can't even talk, man. I've been talking so long, man. Happy 50th birthday, hip hop. I love rap music. I love hip hop music. And even artists that I don't like or that I don't listen to, I love them all. I love them all. And the reason I love them all is because there's somebody out there that loves them as much as I love Lil Wayne, as much as I love all the artists I showed you here. So that's all I got for you guys today. I'm going to say it again. Like, comment, subscribe, but I ain't going to dwell on it. I'm heading out. Y'all have a great day, man. See you in the next video.